Hello, this is Dr. Oreen Wagner. Welcome to my Anxiety and OCD Quick Guide, What Makes OCD Worse? For information about OCD, please listen to my quick guide, What is OCD? So we don't know what causes OCD necessarily, but we do know what can make it worse once it happens. There are thoughts, feelings, and actions that go together or work together to make the anxiety or the OCD worse. And OCD really is a form of anxiety. Research tells us that when people have OCD, they tend to think something terrible will happen, that it could be their fault. They feel helpless about what to do about it. And they often have a lot of doubt. Did I think that? Did I do that? Did I not? Should I check again? And this is what drives their rituals. So they have a lot of doubt. OCD has actually been called the doubting disease. And then often, because OCD involves some very bizarre or disturbing thoughts, people might think that they're really bad and that they've been bad people. They don't like how it feels, and so they often do things to make sure it's okay. And they don't like to make any mistakes because mistakes could be bad. And of course, when they think in these ways, then this is how OCD makes them feel. I call it the emotional cages of OCD. Confused and scared, angry and impatient, guilty and bad, embarrassed and ashamed, sad, hopeless, and helpless. The first letter of each word there stands for cages. It's an acronym. And of course, nobody likes feeling this way, so when they feel these things, they want to fix those feelings. And rituals are basically a way to try to make the bad feelings go away. Rituals can be things that we can see, such as touching and tapping and washing, but they can also be mental rituals, which are silent rituals in someone's mind, like repeating the same words or phrases, or saying lucky words or lucky numbers, or saying prayers or asking for forgiveness. Those are mental rituals. And those are tricky because we can't see them and we don't know about them unless someone tells us they're doing those things. People with OCD also try to stay away from situations that trigger their OCD. In the end, it all comes down to the same thing. It becomes a vicious cycle of avoidance. So let's take that curve on the left there. Let's say Casey has OCD, and he thinks that the markers or the crayons are poisonous. So when the teacher says it's time to do your drawing, that's called exposure because he's exposed to the thing he fears. And his anxiety starts to climb, goes up that curve. Well, at some point he can't take it anymore, so he leaves his desk and he runs to the bathroom and he washes his hands. And that's a ritual as well as escape. Rituals really are a form of escape. And when he does that, his anxiety drops quickly because the danger of the crayons, the poison, is gone in the moment. But the next time he's in that situation, what is he likely to do? Probably the same thing, because he hasn't learned another way to handle it, and because the escape and avoidance really works in the moment. As human beings, we tend to do what works for us, and escape and avoidance are rewarding behaviors. And so before he knows it, Casey's caught in this vicious cycle where he keeps doing the same thing over and over again. And that's what people with OCD find themselves doing. The more they do rituals and escape, the stronger their OCD gets, and the more they get stuck doing the same things. And that's what makes OCD worse. Thank you for listening. To learn more about OCD and its treatment, please visit my website, anxietywellness.com.